the casual's guide to Augusta. I'm not the biggest golf fan. If you're a golf purist, I promise this is not the video for you. Reminiscing off of last year's Masters tournament where I, like the clown that I am, cashed out a Rory McIlroy ticket, rolled it all over onto Bryson DeChambeau like a real piece of shit. What a clown I am. But I do remember, get used to hearing patron, get used to hearing Georgia, Georgia, get used to hearing first cut, second cut, get used to seeing cutaways to really well manicured shrubbery. Enjoy it all. Don't let it bother you. Better than commercials. We love the Masters, the aura. It's America. Feels patriotic. Even though we didn't invent the sport, we made it our own. I will be rooting for players based off their appearances on YouTube Golf, their appearances on Bob Does Sports, primarily because I like to watch the hacks. I like to watch the entertaining guys. Rude to call Mr. Bob a hack. They're rude to call FP a hack, but Bob and Mr. Cold Cuts most certainly are hacks. Incredibly entertaining, incredibly talented. The gold standard for YouTube Golf. I will be rooting for players based on how much they entertained me on Bob Does Sports. So I'll be rooting for John Rahm, Xander Schauffele, Max Homa. John Rahm housed 13 donuts and sunk a birdie putt on the first hole of his appearance a couple of months ago on the Bob Does Sports channel. 13 Krispy Kremes down the gullet for Mr. Rahm. He had 12 down before they even stepped on the green. The dude's a fucking animal. The dude's a killer. The dude's a beast. He's currently the second favorite, plus 900, 9-1. I will be putting a tiny sprinkle on him. Most importantly, I will be putting a good sum of money on Xander Schauffele to win the event. He's my number one Bob Does Sports pro golf guest. Him and Max Homa. I mean, Max Homa was a while ago. They need to get him back on. But Xander Schauffele, every time he comes on there, I think, wow, this dude is the funniest fucking guy I've ever met in my entire life. Bob did a Callaway thing. Now that I've met Xander Schauffele, Bob did a Callaway YouTube video with Xander, and there was a bad spot on the green, or there was something. I think it was a sand trap in the middle of, like, literally, like, impeding the green. The green went around the sand trap. And Xander, on purpose, hit his shot off the tee box. It was a par 3 onto the part of the green where Bob would have to putt around the sand trap. And it was very funny. But he also flew Fat Perez's drone one time, and that was hilarious. Fat Perez, it was like, oh, it's 270. And Xander goes, what's 270? Like, implying that Fat Perez is a fat fuck. And watching old videos of Mr. Perez, it's really insane how big he was. He was a big fucking dude, and he good for him. But either way, Xander Schauffele is just unbelievably entertaining, and the dude is fucking nasty too. He was injured last year, so it was a little bit of an off year for him, where he came off of 2 major wins. He finished top 10 at Augusta last year, even coming off an injury. He has 3 straight top 10 finishes at Augusta. He was the number 1 player in the world at one point. The dude is a stick. The dude is a problem coming off of back-to-back top 4 finishes in the PGA Tour events that he's played. The dude's a fucking problem too, and he's like plus 1,200, plus 1,500, or in that range. I don't remember exactly. I will be taking Schauffele to win this tournament as well. And then Max Homa. I mean, he told Fat Perez his bracelets won't come off his wrist because he's too fat. Homa's just the man. Anytime he's on Pardon My Take Two, it's hard not to root for Max Homa, so I will be rooting for him as well. He is not playing his best golf right now. He's like plus gazillion to win the tournament, worth a $1 sprinkle. It's probably like $1 to make 100. That's how far down you have to scroll on the leaderboard. Some other storylines. Bryson DeChambeau has a 5-wood or a hybrid. I think there's a difference between a 5-iron hybrid and a 5-wood. I'm pretty sure. But either way, he has a 3D printed, custom made 5 hybrid, 5-iron hybrid, iron hybrid, a 5-wood, whatever the fuck it is. Bryson kind of seems like I almost said a very, very bad word there. Bryson kind of seems, I don't know. I could see how he can be annoying. I feel like there's always something with the equipment with Bryson. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just this instant, but it's always something. Like, he lost his club sponsorship at some point, and he had to get entirely new clubs. Like, I feel like there's always something going on. It's always an exterior factor as to why Bryson isn't performing. Not that he's not performing, the dude's a stud, but it's never Bryson. It's always, oh, the club's wrong. I need to 3D print my own 5-wood to get the distance down. How about you have some touch, Bryson? Either way, that's going to be a storyline to watch for sure. Scottie Scheffler has not been playing his best golf at all this season. Tied for 22nd, tied for 24th, tied for 12th in the last few events he's played in. shown less dominance than we've come to expect. But again, it is Scotty Scheffler, so maybe you're getting him at a discounted price, or maybe it's just a sucker bet because he's not been playing his best golf. Rory McIlroy. I mean, is this anybody like this guy? He said this, and I quote, "I think for the past 17 years, I could just not wait for the tournament to start. And this year, I wouldn't care if the tournament never started." What a slap in the face to all of the patrons. What a slap in the face to Augusta National. What a slap in the face to the tradition of the Masters. I couldn't care if the tournament never started. Now, I could be taking this out of context, so I want that on the record. There might be more to this quote. I don't know what the question asked. I literally just read this in an article, so I could be taking this quote out of context. But what a fucking scumbag thing to say if the context isn't indicating something otherwise or something that I'm really missing here. I could not wait for the tournament to start this year. I couldn't care if the tournament started. How about you just don't show up then, Rory, if you don't care? Why don't you just retire? It seems like you don't care about golf. Why don't you just retire? Unbelievable. My picks to win the thing. Xander. I'm picking Xander Schauffele. I'm going to have a little bit of money on him. And then Justin Rose. Justin Rose is getting ridiculous value. 45 years old. He's been picking his spots to play. And when he has played, he's been dominant. He finished top 10 in the Players. He's lost 2 Master playoffs so far in his career. He also dominated the Farmers Insurance Open at Torrey Pines earlier in the season. He's plus 3,200, 32-1 to win it all. This guy went to a playoff twice in the Masters, lost both of them, and he's playing some terrific golf right now. 32-1 seems like incredible value. That's $10 to win 320. I'm all over that. Justin Rose to win the Masters. Xander Schauffele to win the Masters, coming off back-to-back top 4 finishes, 3 straight top 10s. And I will be doing a little parlay of the Bob Does Sports parlay, chat. The Bob Does Sports parlay. I took them in round 1, but if you're watching this after round 1, it doesn't matter. But this is the for the Masters. Xander to finish top 10, Jon Rahm to finish top 10. Parlay that together, it's like plus 400. Lock that in. Both those guys have been playing some really good golf. Jon Rahm over there at Liv, and Xander Schauffele has had success at Augusta, 3 straight top 10 finishes. And Jon Rahm has also won the Masters before. He's playing some really good golf. He's the second. He's just behind Scheffler as the second favorite, second best odds to win the whole thing. So give me Xander and Jon Rahm to both finish in the top 10 at Augusta. The Masters are here. Like and subscribe for sports content.